it's me, MiaFran again. Welcome back to my channel and to another day of the 12 days of anime. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit interesting because I'm actually going to be pitching something to you guys, to all you anime fans out there. I'm going to be pitching my case for the non-anime show, Miraculous Ladybug. So, if you're not familiar with Miraculous, you've never heard of it before, you've never even seen, like, pictures of it or anything. Basically, Miraculous is a TV show about French superheroes and their daily lives as they try to get through high school and first loves, crushes, whatever. All that good shit that happens in high school. So I'm going to pitch to you anime fans who have never heard of it or never watched it. Like, if you've heard of it but you've never maybe wanted to watch it, I'm going to give you some reasons why you should watch it. So these are my top, 7 reasons why anime fans should watch Miraculous Ladybug. Reason number 1. So, in Miraculous, it's, lots of superheroes, lots of fun action bits, which I'm going to talk about later. But if you really like shoujo anime and shoujo manga, so if you love romance anime like Ouran High School Host Club, Utapri, Fruits Basket, anything with some sort of a love triangle, you're really gonna like Miraculous, because Miraculous has something extremely, extremely unique when it comes to the love in the show. So this is a definite shoujo trope. Shoujos usually have a harem or a reverse harem or a love triangle, but Miraculous has a love square. This is what the love square looks like. Now, as you can see, we've got our 2 characters, Adrien and Marinette. They go to the same high school, they're in the same class, but they are also alter egos of the 2 French superheroes, Ladybug and Cat Noir. So, of course, as you can also tell by the love square picture I have here, Adrien is massively in love with Ladybug, and Marinette is massively in love with Adrien. And Ladybug is obviously in love with Adrien, she's Marinette, and Cat Noir is, I guess, infatuated with Marinette because he's so in love with Ladybug. We've got a bunch of extremes. So on the extreme love side, we have Marinette, who is in love with Adrien, and Cat Noir, who is in love with Ladybug. These 2 express their feelings very, very strongly for the other person. Because when Adrien is around Ladybug, he's not very open about it. He's very shy, and unlike when he's Cat Noir, he flirts with Ladybug constantly. So you've got the love square. So there's one of your shoujo tropes. Of course, we've got side characters that are also in relationships with each other, which is also another little trope I see a lot in shoujo anime and manga. If they can't get with the main character, they get with somebody else, and that's the show. To make any Miracular, swoon or freak out, all I have to say is umbrella scene. If that's what it takes to get anime fans to watch Miraculous, Google the umbrella scene and watch that. You'll fall in love instantly, I promise. It's so good. That's the most shoujo-y moment I can really think of. Reason number 2. So, if you are most anime fans would say that English dubs are okay, I assume. I'm somebody who doesn't mind English dubs at all, so if you like English dubbed anime, and you know a lot of the different voice actors, you're really gonna like Miraculous, because, everyone in this show is in anime. If you like the English dub of 7 Deadly Sins, literally everyone in 7 Deadly Sins is in Miraculous. We've got, we've got Bryce Papenbrook as Adrien, Christina V is Marinette, Mela Lee, Max Middleman, chick who plays Ollie, I forget her name, I always forget her name, I'll put it on the screen, Ben Diskin, we've got a few little cameos from, Todd Habercorn, one from Vic Mignogna. We've got, everybody, pretty much, almost everybody. I may be missing a few, because I only know a handful of names, But if you really like English dubs and you recognize any of those names and you like any of the characters they play, you need to watch Miraculous. And like anime as well, a lot of people don't like the English dub of Miraculous for some reason. I don't know why, because I think it's fine. I think their voices match. A lot of the other language dubs, I think they sound too much like adults, but that's just me personally. Also, if you're an anime fan and you wish you could watch anime in your own language, but you can't usually find dubs of anime in your language other than English or English subs, or even just subs in your own language, Miraculous has got you covered. There is a dub for, like, everyone in Miraculous. We've got an English dub, French dub, Korean dub, Latin American Spanish, which is Mexican dub, Spanish from Spain, German, Russian, Portuguese. The Japanese dub of Miraculous, like, just started airing in Japan. So if you want to watch Miraculous in Japanese, you can watch it in Japanese. I don't know where you would find it. I haven't really seen, like, full episodes or anything, but I've watched a few of the different dubs. And while I personally don't mind the English dub, I think it works really well. A lot of people, if you'd rather watch the French dub, go ahead. But I promise if, like, it might be in your native language. You just have to double check. So, you know, that's another thing Miraculous has kind of over anime, is that it's got a bunch of different dubs. Reason number 3. So we have a lot of action sequences in Miraculous. Now, I can think of, like, a handful of anime that have a bunch of action that maybe that's the reason people like it. Dragon Ball Z, Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist, Seven Deadly Sins, like I said earlier. My Hero Academia. I'm gonna assume that show has a lot of action sequences, because that's also about superheroes. A lot of the action sequences in Miraculous are inspired and look like they were inspired by different anime shows and sequences. If you're also not just an anime person, but you also like comic books, specifically like Marvel and DC, or if you like any of the Marvel movies or the DC movies, you'll really like Miraculous, because there's a lot of cool action sequences, a lot of cool angles and shots in the show as we follow and fighting bad guys with each other. There's a lot of cool things to look at in Miraculous. The animation is really cool, and it's gotten a lot better since Season 1. We're already in Season 3. Season 2 just came out on Netflix, or the second half of Season 2 just came out on Netflix when I'm recording this, the 14th of December. So, yeah, if you really like action sequences, you'll probably like Miraculous. Reason number 4. In anime, we always find a character that we really, really like. We stan them. They're our best boy or our best girl, or we love to hate them, or they're our precious cinnamon roll or whatever. Well, in Miraculous, that's exactly the same. We've got precious cinnamon rolls like Adrian Agreste. We've got our favorite best girls like Alia. We've got bitches we love to hate like Chloe. Or Lila. We've got hot emo boys like Luca that we stan forever till the end of time. And we've just got a lot of great lovable characters. It's so colorful. Everyone has their own specific color, which is, again, a trope used in not just anime, but in everything. Each character has their own real, like, color scheme that they kind of work with their everyday clothes, and if they're superheroes or supervillains, they have their own color schemes that pop against the backgrounds of the show. There's not going to be a character you probably don't like at least a little bit. There's a character in there for everybody. There's quiet characters, loud characters, athletic ones, nerdy ones, entertaining ones. There's going to be people you love hating, and then there's going to be people that you really hate, but you, like, really enjoy watching them get, you know, their ass handed to them and stuff like that. So you're gonna really love that part of Miraculous. Reason number 5. Much like the shoujo trope reason I gave, Miraculous is basically technically a magical girl show. Much like Sailor Moon or any other magical girl series, we get transformations every episode. So we always get a transformation of Marinette into Ladybug and a transformation of Adrien into Cat Noir. You always have to look forward to the transformation sequences in like Sailor Moon, for example. If you like the transformations in Sailor Moon, you're gonna like the transformations in Miraculous. They're really fun to watch, the music is fun to listen to, and it's just cool to see them like get their costumes on and everything. And like, it happens every episode, sometimes multiple times an episode, but it never gets, like, annoying or boring. Like, it's always cool to watch. And, of course, with the magical girl show trope genre that we're in with Miraculous, we also have to talk about keeping secret identities. Now, I remember watching Sailor Moon as a kid and knowing that she had to keep her identity secret or whatever, and, you know, her cat Luna's always following her or whatever around saying like, you better like keep your secret identity hidden, okay? Don't go telling everybody, even though like it's super obvious. Well, with Miraculous it's exactly the same, except in Miraculous they have their respective Miraculous. It's always a piece of jewelry that you wear. So with Ladybug, Marinette wears earrings that help her transform, and Adrien wears a ring that helps him transform. There are also other Miraculouses, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But they also use these little creatures called Kwamis. Now the Kwamis help them transform into their respective superheroes. And the Kwamis are also kind of like their little guides, their wisdom, their little conscious, little Jiminy Cricket things that, you know, they fly around and help them out and help them keep their identities secret. And even the Kwamis have their own unique respective personalities, so you'll also like that if you like the little side characters. Like in Sailor Moon, if you like the cats, you'll like the Kwamis as well. So reason number 6. Now, I personally think Miraculous's overall story is great. So if you like story arcs, like a good overall story, you'll probably really like Miraculous, because even though we're just dropped in from the first episode, like they're already superheroes and stuff, there are origins episodes that you can watch at the very end of season 1 to learn how Marinette and Adrien got to be Ladybug and Cat Noir. And season 1 is more episodic, so it's always like a monster of the week kind of show. But once you get to season 2, it becomes more of like a story arc or an overall story arc. You find out more information about certain characters. You should definitely check it out if you like learning new information, especially with the lore in Miraculous. We've gotten little bits here and there throughout seasons 1 and 2 about the different aspects of the lore, like where the Miraculous came from and things like that. So you'll definitely enjoy that aspect of Miraculous. And the 7th and final reason why anime fans should watch Miraculous is the memorable villains. Now, every good action anime, or even every good shoujo anime, has a villain character. Whether it's some mean bitch trying to steal the protagonist's boy or girl away from them, or what have you, to actual evil villains that plot and scheme and murder, or try to murder people, or try to take over the world, or whatever it is. In Miraculous, our big bad is Hawkmoth. Now, Hawkmoth, I'm not going to reveal his secret identity because you're going to have to watch the show for that. But Hawkmoth, he also has a Miraculous of his own. He has the Butterfly Miraculous, which causes him to turn other people into supervillains. Whatever villain he wants them to be and whatever powers he wants them to have, they got it. But he has to get them in a moment of vulnerability, specifically if they're angry or sad. It's easier for him to manipulate that person. So Hawkmoth is a very memorable villain. We've also got other villains like Volpina, who is also very memorable because she's a huge bitch. I could name like all of the other villains, but you're just gonna have to watch the show. Just know that Hawkmoth's the main villain. He creates sub-villains to go fight Ladybug and Cat Noir, and so they always have to save the day and defeat the villain by the end of the day. So I'm not going to tell you everything else that happens in Miraculous, like the lore or anything like that, but just know it's a very colorful show. I think if you seem interested after watching this video, I hope I did my job. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Another video for the 12 days of anime. So please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't, and tell me in the comments if you have seen Miraculous Ladybug, or you plan on watching it now that I've sold it to you. Or if you want any more details about it, ask me. I'm not going to give you all the details, but you know. If you want to know a little bit more about a certain aspect that I talked about that I really didn't mention, then you can ask me in the comments below. And if you want to know where you can watch Miraculous, in the United States, you can watch it on Netflix, or if you want to watch it and you don't live in the United States, in Europe it comes out on Disney Channel, and I think in Latin America it also comes out on Disney Channel. You'll have to Google your own specific country to see where Miraculous airs, because in places outside of the United States, Miraculous comes out on regular television, not on a streaming service, so you'll have to find out how to watch it that way by just Googling it. I also have in the description below a link to the database of everyone participating in the 12 Days of Anime. So if you would like to watch other people's videos and what they're talking about in the 12 Days of Anime, go to that database and you can see everyone's YouTube channels or their social media accounts like Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook pages, blogs, so that way you can read their posts or watch their videos and see what everyone else is talking about in the 12 Days of Anime. So, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video for the next day of the 12 Days of Anime. Have fun, stay safe, bye!